So, with continuing on testing the new Claude 4 models, I'm now going to be testing it inside Cline. I've tested it inside Claude Desktop, I've tested them inside Claude Code. Now it's time for Cline. This will cost some money. I'm going to be using Opus, and I'm going to be using my Skool community to get the prompt here. This is an entire SOP. I'm going to be following this SOP right here, and we're going to create this website here. So rollsroycerent.it. This is a website that I created for a client the day that Claude Sonnet 3.7 came out, and we're going to test to see how Opus does in comparison. If you want to join the Skool community, it'll be the first link in the description of this video. So the first thing is we need to make a brand new NPX project, which is Next.js if you're unfamiliar. So we'll go terminal, new terminal here, and we'll paste this, and we'll say my app, Opus video, press enter here. This will then create a new Next.js app. I do recommend taking a screenshot of your install settings, and then you can control click here in order to open this up in Visual Studio Code. Let's go to Cline here. And we basically put the image of our install settings, and then we grab this prompt. There's one more thing actually, we need the images. So inside this folder we just made, we're going to make a new folder called public, and then inside that we're going to make a new folder called images, or we're just going to paste this. We're now ready to go, so terminal, new terminal, open up Cline. Let's get the install settings again because I lost them. These are my install settings in the photo. And then we'll grab the prompt, which is here. And then the only thing we need to change inside this prompt is this, because we're actually inside Opus-video. There we go. Let's see how this does. Let's see how much this costs. I'm very, very curious. Let's put this on plan, actually, because we do need to start on plan. So we'll put Opus here. This is Opus 4. I'm expecting this to be expensive, guys. I'm going to bite the bullet for us. Let's do it. Okay, so the project has successfully built. That was a fairly painless process. It cost $13 for reference. It's about double what Sonnet would cost, to be honest with you. But let's just see if the website is good or not. So we have 109 pages here, which is good. Why is it trying to use Python? Okay, so this is the website that was created. Let's see. First things first, does the Italian work? It works perfectly. Wow. This is pretty damn good. Oh, this doesn't work. Okay, so there are some things that don't work. That didn't work, for example. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work, but that's okay. I'm sure we can easily fix that. Let's see, birthdays. Okay, very good. Wow, this looks phenomenal. I'm very impressed by the way that it looks. There is something wrong with the switcher. It doesn't properly switch. They do work, the pages do work, but it doesn't fully switch. This color, this deep purple, this is the first time it's used deep purple instead of gold. This is easily the best website I've ever seen from this benchmark. By far, it's used a different color, which I really like this color. The kind of CTAs and the landing page element of it is really, really good, guys. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Yes, it's more expensive, but that's not necessarily a bad thing if it manages to build everything perfectly. Now, like I said, some things aren't working. The individual service pages don't seem to be working. This one does. So the birthday pages do work, which is nice. Let's see if the SEO is done. Noleggio Rolls Royce per compleanno a Caserta, which means rent a Rolls Royce for birthdays in Caserta, which is a place in Campania. I mean, this is next level, honestly. Cline with Opus. I mean, it's gonna cost you money. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely gonna be costing money. However, this is pretty damn interesting. I think another thing that's quite interesting, someone just left a comment on my video about this, but I definitely do find this interesting as well. If you don't know, Replit uses Sonnet 3.5, I think. So I'm hoping like they're gonna upgrade to Opus at some point, and that would make this even better as well. So yeah, overall, I mean, this is the most unique version of this I've ever seen. It's the best looking version of this I've ever seen. I've done a lot of tests on this, okay, and nothing has really been close to this, to be honest with you. This is the first time it's used purple instead of gold. It normally uses gold for absolutely everything, no matter the model. It will always end up using gold. So the fact that it's using purple is nice. I do like that a lot. It shows like a further step on in intelligence to what every other model was doing before. Every other model before, doesn't matter which model I was using, Gemini, doesn't matter, Sonnet, ChatGPT, they always chose Playwright font, which I'm guessing this is Playwright font. It still looks like Playwright font. And gold is luxury, right? So for this model to be able to say, oh, well, what about purple? If you don't know, purple is the royal color of, I think it's SPQR, which is like the Roman Republic, I believe. So purple, Roman Republic. I believe purple was the color of the Roman Republic, or it was worn by magistrates and generals. So it's like it's a more intelligent choice of a luxury color than gold, right? If you say to 100 people, give me a luxury color, 99% will say gold, right? The 1% of people will say purple. I'm just making up numbers, but just follow along with what I'm saying. This is the same with LLMs. So 99% of LLMs say gold because it's the obvious luxury color choice. The fact that this model, it doesn't seem like a lot, but this model has picked out a different color is actually really, really big because it means that it has next level intelligence, right? Because if you ask 100 people to give you a luxury color, but not just people, let's say, 100 people, only one of them is a designer, right? The rest of them are just normal people, right? It's just one of them happens to be a designer that you ask. The most likely person to say the color purple is the designer, right? Which means it's also the best color because the only person who is professionally involved with this thing chose purple, right? Everyone else chose gold. So the better choice would be the professional. This is just an example. I'm just saying that I think this is quite telling that it's chosen a different color. I just want to see if it's using Playwright. I'm going to assume it's using Playwright. Let's just scroll up and see. Oh, sorry, it's called Playfair. Yeah, so it's still using Playfair, but you can see here, primary deep royal purple. This is the first time that I've seen a model choose something different to just gold and silver. 99% of models choose gold and silver. This is the only model I've ever seen that not only has delivered, an almost perfect build. It's 99% perfect, right? It's very, very close to being there. It's got some of the best CTAs, some of the best color choices that I've ever seen. It's got really, really nice in-depth blocks, right? It's not just your bog standard block. It's got these, look at that. That's just so nice. It's done the SVGs perfectly. It's made up reviews just as requested. And it's got a separate CTA on different pages. Crazy good quality. So I'm going to give this an 11 out of 10. This is the best I've ever seen this. This is a one-shot Next.js service website using Opus. The cost was $13. The created website is phenomenal. It's the best I've ever seen. I'll leave the video there, guys. Definitely check this out. What I will say is you're probably going to be wanting to use this in the Claude Max, Claude desktop app, just because otherwise you're going to end up spending a crap ton of money. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh yeah, at the contact page, nice. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end of the video, you are an absolute bloody legend, and I will see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.